Hey friends, good morning and welcome to MagHub Monday, which this week happens to be on a Thursday. I'm your host Nick, and today we're going to be talking about the 9.5 update. This was the update that they rolled out in early August, actually last Thursday, I believe. And this is going to cover everything you need to know as a salesperson related to that update. So we've got a list of things here. We'll cover every single one of these except for the Google add-on, just because there's a really good help doc and video on it, which I will link to in the email that I've already sent you. Most of you have probably already seen this. If you haven't seen it, reach out directly to me and I'll get it over to you, or search in the help center to find it. So without further ado, let's get started. On the left-hand side of my screen here, you have the menu. At the very bottom, you should see a dock. This dock is going to change a little bit based on how it worked previously. So if you were using it, pay attention. If you weren't using it, listen up, because this is going to save you tons and tons of time. I'll show you in a minute how to enable this, and then you can come back, of course, and watch the beginning on how to set it up. The dock is now connected to the new dashboard. So when I add a new item to the dock, it's going to ask me which widget I want to allow on the dock from my new dashboard. So if I choose calendar, it's going to say, we'll name it calendar, and then when I click this open, it will show me my calendar from my new dashboard. Okay, so I'll show you a little bit about how this works in a second, how to set it up. If you don't have the dock, here it is. Click on your name, My Preferences in the top right hand side of your screen. Go to Site Settings, and then first option here, Show the dock. Check that on. Okay, you're gonna want that on. Hit Save, and then the dock should pop up. You may have to enable this little toggle down here on the right hand side to get it to fully pop up, but that's how you enable the dock. And then in your new dashboard, so when you go Home, New Dashboard, and then if you edit, you're able to check which items are available in the dock. So if I go in here and I want this forecast gadget to show up in the dock, I say forecast, hit save. It's gonna pop up down here automatically for me. And then of course I can resize based on the information that I wanna see. Okay, so pretty slick. It works both ways. You can add the items from the dock or from the new dashboard to get them to show up on your dock. Second thing, this is not really going in order, so I'm gonna jump to the very end here. The reason I'm doing this is because I already hit the My Preferences link. There's a faster way to get to your new dashboard. So go to your Preferences, Site Settings, and then in the Home Logo link option, choose New Dashboard, okay? This is going to allow you to click on little Jugsy up here and go directly to your new dashboard. So you don't have to go through the Home button anymore and go here. Soon we're going to enable it to be an auto setting, so when you log in, you're greeted by the new dashboard, and also through this quick links here in your link drop down up at the top. Okay, next thing what we're going to cover is a widget migration. So the team has built in more and more of these widgets into the new dashboard. So if I add a new widget, you'll see here we're getting a longer list every release of the items that we can add. The list here is that orders waiting for approval. So if you're a manager and you need to see the orders that you're waiting for, where are they? Right here, orders waiting for approval. That should be pretty familiar for you. Your team submitting orders to you to get signed off on so they can send to their customers. Monthly per issue stats, yearly publication trends, available ad spaces and positions, and then your top 10 list are all pulled forward now into the new dashboard to show as a widget, so that of course you can continue to migrate from that old dashboard to the new one. If you have any that we haven't brought over yet, please let us know. There are some that we are not going to bring forward because they just weren't used very much. But if you have one that you have really, you're using it all the time and we haven't brought it over, let us know so we can bring that one over too. Okay, next up and finally is the ability to search in your contacts for which list that contact is tagged to. So when you do a contact search, this is a huge help as a salesperson and someone that runs marketing campaigns. You may run a search for everybody within the country, the United States. Okay, great. Huge list here. Let's go ahead and grab everybody and let's create a mailing list. So if you ever have done this, created a mailing list inside your contact search or from the company search, it creates a mail list for you and then you can go off and do what you need to do. But it's hard to find those contacts in the search page to do things later. But what we did is after you add them to a mailing list, what you can do is you can search for contact list right here. So this is going to show me all of the contact lists that I've created, and it's going to be really easy for me to find these people. So who's on Nick's contact list? Big 50. Great. Here's the list. It's 21 people out of 566 in my site total. And this is just a way easier way to find those people that you've built lists for. Now remember, there are ways that you can automate the additions for contacts to show up on those contact lists, all right? So you can tie dynamic search filters, you can do dynamic searching and saved reports that automatically, when you tag a person or they fall into a certain set of criteria, can automatically associate with that contact list to just save you a little bit more time as far as having to manually add people every time you need to update that information. So that is update 9.5. Let us know if you have any questions. I think these are some really helpful, handy updates that the team has made, especially this doc and this contact list, two of my favorites. So enjoy, have a great week, and I'll see you guys on Monday.